Hello, I'm Refashionista Sheri, and if you love all things thrifted and vintage and refashioned and upcycled and DIY, you have definitely landed in the right place, and I highly recommend subscribing because I share brand new rockin' Refashionista videos every single week. So you know what? Let's just dive right in and get making. I scored these absolutely awesome handmade, probably vintage crocheted placemats at my thrift shop for only 99 cents for both. So of course I had to snap them up because they are almost in my Refashionista brand pink color. And I knew I had the perfect item waiting at home in my stash to transform them into an absolutely adorable bag for spring. So let's go do it. All right, let's look in my stash and find that thing that I think will be perfect. But first, let's say hello to my Barbies. Hello, everybody. How is everyone today? I think they are all absolutely fabulous. And if you would like the information behind my stunning vintage dress, I shall link it down below for you. But now, yeah, let's get to the stash. So it is this one here that we want. So we'll bring it over to the table. So once again, we are revisiting my stash of chopped belts and side ties and all of that, you know, come with garments, and maybe you don't want to wear them with the garment. And you see, perfect. This is perfection. All right, so to create this bag the quickest and easiest way possible, all you need are, you know, 2 placemats. And I think it's really cool that these are round and crocheted. And of course, you need your coordinating fabric belt. And this is going to be the strap. This is going to be so super simple. Now, I could put a lining and everything, but as I said, I want this to be the fastest, easiest tutorial ever to make a tote bag. So we're going to forego the lining today, but I can always add it later. And if you would like me to create a tutorial showing how to add a lining to a bag, let me know down below and I shall do that for you. But I think all we're going to do here is first stitch one side, then the other side to this fabric belt, and then our bag is going to be done. But the very, very first thing I'm going to do is stitch these ends together because I want this to actually be the bottom of the bag, so it's not going to be visible on my shoulder. All right, so I have the ends all stitched together, and I just went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This is not going to come apart at all. It is incredibly sturdy. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be on the bottom. And as I always say, perfection is the enemy of good enough. So this bag is going to be good enough for me. All right, so I'm going to grab one of my placemats here and flip it around so I have the right side facing out. And you can see, I mean, this isn't perfectly made. It's not a perfect circle. This part seems to be smaller than this part, but again, it's good enough. That's all we care about. So because it has these lovely little points here all around the edge, I think I'm going to stitch my handle, my strap, just about here. So then when both of these are together, you can see like that, it's going to have this cool little space here, and these little decorative points are going to conceal the strap, which also then is going to kind of become the side and bottom of my bag. So this is so simple, right? It's just too easy. So I'm just going to carefully go and stitch all this around to about, where do we think? To about here, I think, because I want to have a nice opening, nice generous opening to the bag, but I don't want it to be too open that things are going to fall out. So I think about there. So as you can see, I moved that little bloopy bit here of the crochet down to the bottom, and I popped a pin in each, I guess, petal, let's call these petals, each petal here where I want to stop stitching this on, because I think because it's probably going to stretch, I'm definitely going to be using a tight, wide zigzag and going over it a couple of times for extra strength. Alrighty, one side is all stitched on, and I think that is going to be absolutely perfect. So let's grab the other side and get it stitched on as well. All right, so it took me way too long to figure this out, and I've actually shot this scene. This is the third time shooting it because the other two times I thought I had it all set up and pinned and everything, took it over to my machine, and it was totally wrong. So let's hope this time it's going to work. Okay, so I have my soon-to-be bag with the inside facing down and the right side facing up, and now I'm going to grab my other placemat, and I'm going to match up those right sides. And luckily, this one also has that kind of little not so even bit here, so I can easily match those up. But I'm matching up here as well with my strap, so I have to kind of fold and stitch as I go because I definitely do not want to catch the interior part of this fabric. So I'm going to go now and stitch all of this together, and hopefully it's going to be successful. And it actually worked, and it is super sturdy. This came out so perfectly well. It is awesome, but I think it needs a little closure on it. So I went and I found the most adorable little flower button in my stash, and I'm just going to stitch it on here, and then I can use the existing little hole details here to, you know, seal up my bag so nothing can fall out. If you're not sure about hand sewing or machine sewing or thrifting or anything to do with refashioning, might I suggest enrolling in my epically awesome Refashioning 101 e-course, because absolutely everything is in there, from how to get started thrifting, the best places to thrift, how to spot vintage, hand sewing, machine sewing, and of course, tons of Refashionista tutorials. And in the last lesson, I actually show you how to start your own amazing eco-fashion business online. And you get 50% off with the code REFASHION50. So check it out, enroll, and get started on your own amazing wardrobe transforming journey today. How totally cutie patootie awesome is this bag? I think it's definitely time that we go style it up. Too cutie patootie, I think. Now, I'm pretty sure that everybody has placemats either in their house or easily found at the thrift shop, so you can make one of these absolutely adorable bags. Also, I did share before an amazingly simple boho zipper clutch bag that I made out of a single round straw placemat, so I'll link that down below for you. But yeah, what do you think? Are you going to try to make one of these? And also, would you like me to show you how to put a lining in this and maybe a zipper? I don't know. You let me know down below, but truly it is perfect with my rockin' Refashionista jumpsuit, I think. And if you missed my upcycle mending tutorial about this awesome 80s jumpsuit that did have quite a few issues when I bought it online, I'll link that down below for you. But you may have noticed that this tutorial was very, very fast and maybe wasn't my usual self. I kind of had to force it a little bit. And that is because if you've been with me for a while, you will know that my old man, baby boy Jack, recently this is hard. Turned 14, actually almost exactly a month ago, and unfortunately his health has declined considerably. So he's crossing the Rainbow Bridge tomorrow. So that is why today's tutorial wasn't so amazing, and I don't have a troll time or a cool things in my house for you at the end. But yeah, I'm gonna go spend some time with my little boy now, and I as I always say, sorry, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch you on the zigzag.
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.